The last few days have been amazing with the Intel Arc A770 card coming out, as well as a couple other cards. It has been very entertaining to look at their reviews. So let me help you kind of go through it all and see if any of you should switch to this. So before we go on, don't forget to like the video if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store. Go get some great merch. So the A770 cards, I keep on calling it the A770s because the A770 is the only really one that I've been looking at. There are other cards that got released like the A750. The A770 though is their top of the line flagship card for this generation. It is at $350 and it is compared to the 3060 Ti. Not Ti, but the normal 3060. With that, they did an actually excellent job of this. But I have to mention though, they didn't compare it to AMD's 6600 XT, which is also comparable to the 3060 from Nvidia, which is important to talk about. Now, there was a roller coaster of just graphs everywhere about this, so I'm going to try my best to show you guys a few while I keep one in front of me to help. Now, most of the reviewers did their testing in 1080p. There were a couple that did in 1440. One that I remember would be Jay's 2 cents. He did notice that there was a big performance gain in 1440p. This could be a driver problem that could be resolved with drivers, or Intel Arc is actually that just much better at 1440 and does not do that well at 1080. That is important to know, because if you want this card now, you're gonna want a 1440p monitor or you're gonna leave some performance on the table. Now the A770 in a good portion of games matched the 3060, but it also lost the 3060 enough, beat the 3060 enough, and that would be the same story for its comparison to the 6600 XT from AMD. And these were everywhere. Like, there were some games that you could tell were really benefiting anything but Nvidia when it comes to graphics, and some games that benefited Nvidia. And I'm not surprised by this at all, but there was a lot of problems also talked about by the reviewers. For instance, while it has DirectX 12 compatibility, it did not do amazing with DirectX 11 or the previous versions. Another problem would be that when they tried out a benchmark, they would save the settings and get out and then come back in, and then it wouldn't act the same. It was really weird. I kind of don't understand it. That has got to be a driver issue. There's no way that's not. So again, there's going to be some driver updates probably a little bit after this comes out, especially as it gets more to more and more end users. But that leads us into our main topic. Should you, the end user, buy the Intel Arc A770 or the A750? Honestly, I don't have a good answer for you. I believe that you should and shouldn't. You should, because if more people buy this, the better this product can become, and also the next generation will be that much better. The more people that use a product, the more feedback Intel can get to fixing their stuff. Also, you shouldn't buy it, because you should never buy a product based on what their future performance could be. You should always buy on what the current today performance is. Never buy anything based on future performance. Always buy on the current performance of that day. If that performance is good as or better than something, that's when you should buy it. If it doesn't, don't do it. It's not the right time, or it's not the right product. That's about as easy as I can explain that, because there's a lot that goes into this. Are you a 1080p gamer? Are you a 1440p gamer that likes to play it kind of casual? Are you a big FPS player that does games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, PUBG? People do play PUBG. It really depends on your use case. And to be honest, Intel does have a lot of room to grow in terms of both software and manufacturing. The reason why this gets its own separate topic for this is because of how very destroyed I was by this. They talk about how it is a screwless design for this graphics card. And you already know what I'm about to say, but if you haven't, Gamers Nexus did a full teardown. I'm going to ruin the surprise. There are 56 to 55 screws in that card. The backplate, the aluminum backplate, that is honestly just there for looks, is double-sided taped on. There is tape holding down a lot of stuff in this card. There are wires just kind of like spaghettied into it all. Like, it was atrocious. If you ever end up having to fix it, it honestly is almost not worth it. It would be better for your time just to get something new, which is very depressing for an end user because you spent good money on this card. You should be able to continually use this card for years. There are a lot of people who bought the 1000 series, who bought it on launch day and are still using it today. I mean, that was a while ago. Yeah, that was 6 years ago. That's a long time in terms of cards and computers in general. That is 6 years somebody has had the same card. That is 6 years somebody will probably have this Intel Arc A770. The likeliness of it having a problem is immense. So, the idea that somebody wouldn't fix their card or wouldn't want to fix their card is not existent. In terms of everything, I would say that if you are a today user of a computer or you are today going to want to game, it's honestly going to depend on what you want to do with your computer. If you're going to be doing 1080p or 1440, the A770 is perfectly fine. Just wait till there's some later reviews on the new drivers, so that way most of the issues will be taken care of. Otherwise, a 6600 XT or an NVIDIA 3060 might be a good option. The A770, though, has a lot of room for performance gain, so we do need to keep paying attention and see if those gains actually happen or if they are just swept away. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative for you for the A770 series. Honestly, there's a lot going on here, and I could not possibly get this all in one video. There most likely will be more videos like this coming out about other cards that as they come out, especially the AMD cards. I would do the 4090s and the 4080s, but there's just been enough videos of that. I'm not going to add to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like down below and subscribe to the leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store. Go get some great merch. If you guys enjoyed this video, how about you guys go check out the video where I built this computer right here. It has a 3070 Ti in it, and honestly, I had a lot of fun building it. I had a few problems also making the video, and I kind of messed things up. But hey, still a good video. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and have a good day.